Hello everyone. In this lesson, we will dive deep into the importance of diction and pronunciation in communication. Diction and pronunciation are crucial elements that determine how effectively your message is received. Clear diction ensures that your voice is distinct and understandable, while proper pronunciation helps you articulate words correctly. Now, let's explore why this topic is so important. What are diction and pronunciation? Diction, the clear and effective articulation of sounds, words, and sentences. It ensures that your speech is smooth, understandable, and expressive. Pronunciation, the correct way of saying words. No matter how knowledgeable a speaker is, if their diction is unclear and their pronunciation is incorrect, the audience may struggle to understand them and question their credibility. The role of diction and pronunciation in communication. Being understandable. Our goal in speaking is to ensure that the audience comprehends every word clearly. Speaking too fast, too softly, or mumbling can make it difficult for people to follow your speech. Appearing confident and professional. The way we speak shapes how people perceive us. A well-articulated and correctly pronounced speech makes you appear more trustworthy, competent, and professional. Being persuasive and influential. If you want to persuade, impress, or inspire others, you need to speak clearly, with emphasis and fluency. Example: if we analyze famous speakers and leaders, we see that they pay great attention to diction and pronunciation. Barack Obama, known for his smooth, well-articulated speech that captivates his audience. Oprah Winfrey uses clear diction and expressive pronunciation to create an emotional connection with her listeners. Good diction and pronunciation enhance your credibility and make your words more impactful. Techniques to improve your diction and pronunciation. Now, let's explore some techniques that will help you enhance your speaking skills and make your speech clearer and more effective. Practice breathing exercises. Breathing deeply using your diaphragm helps you control your voice and maintain a steady pace while speaking. Exercise. Take a deep breath, hold it for 5 seconds, and release it slowly. Read aloud daily. Read books, news articles, or poetry out loud every day. Practice speaking in front of a mirror to observe your mouth movements. Practice tongue twisters. Tongue twisters improve pronunciation and articulation skills. Examples: she sells seashells by the seashore. How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? Record yourself and listen. Record your speech and listen to identify any pronunciation mistakes or unclear words. Work on emphasis and intonation. Learn where to put emphasis in a sentence to make your speech more engaging. Conclusion. Stand out with good diction and pronunciation. Diction and pronunciation are not just about making your speech sound better, they are essential for effective communication, persuasion, and professional success. So, start paying attention to the way you speak, practice regularly, and refine your pronunciation skills. Remember, good communication opens doors to new opportunities. Now, let's practice. Read a paragraph from your favorite book out loud and focus on your pronunciation. Are you ready? Let's get started. If you want to feel more comfortable when speaking, leave a strong impression on your audience, and communicate your message clearly, this lesson is perfect for you. Confident speaking involves your voice, body language, breathing, and choice of words. Let's break it down step by step. Using posture and body language to show confidence. First impressions matter. Before you even start speaking, your body language sends a message. Here are some tips for displaying confident body language. Stand tall with relaxed shoulders. A straight posture shows confidence. Slouching or crossing your arms tightly can make you seem nervous. Make eye contact. Engaging with your audience through eye contact keeps their attention. If you're speaking to a large group, shift your gaze among different people to make everyone feel included. Use natural hand gestures. Keeping your hands in your pockets or holding them too rigidly can make you look uneasy. Open and controlled hand gestures make you appear more confident and engaging. Example: imagine you're presenting a new project in a meeting. If you avoid eye contact, slump your shoulders, and hide your hands under the table, your audience might doubt your idea. But if you stand upright, maintain eye contact, and use your hands to emphasize key points, your message will be more persuasive. Using your voice powerfully and clearly. A confident speaker must also have a strong and clear voice. A weak, shaky, or overly fast voice can make you seem nervous. Here's how to improve your vocal delivery. Tone variation. Avoid speaking in a monotone. Change your tone to emphasize important points. Raise your voice slightly to highlight key messages and slow down when making an important statement. Pace control. Speaking too fast can make it difficult for your audience to follow you and can signal nervousness. Maintain a steady pace and articulate your words clearly. Pauses for impact. Intentional pauses make your message more powerful. When you say something important, pause for a moment to let your audience absorb it. Example: imagine you are leading a team meeting and you say, "This decision will change how we work forever." Instead of continuing immediately, you pause for 2 seconds and look around the room. That brief silence creates anticipation and signals importance. Your team naturally leans in, giving your words more weight. The pause allows the message to sink in and makes the statement feel more powerful and memorable. Controlling your breathing for a steady voice. When nervous, we tend to breathe quickly, which can make our voice shaky. To sound more confident, you need to control your breathing. Breathe deeply from your diaphragm. This gives your voice more power and clarity. Before speaking, take a deep breath and exhale slowly. Maintain a steady breath. Avoid rushing through sentences without breathing. Controlling your breath helps you maintain a natural rhythm. Example exercise. Let's try a simple breathing exercise. Take a deep breath through your nose, feel your stomach expand, and then slowly exhale through your mouth. Repeat this a few times. This technique reduces stress and makes your voice sound stronger. Preparing before you speak. Confidence in speaking is not just a natural ability, it also comes from preparation. Here are some steps to follow before a speech. Structure your speech. Plan what you will say and outline the key points. Practice in front of a mirror or a friend. Watching yourself or receiving feedback helps you improve. Be ready for tough questions. Preparing for potential questions boosts your confidence when speaking to an audience. Example: Apple co-founder Steve Jobs was famous for his inspiring presentations. However, his speeches were not just spontaneous. He practiced for weeks to perfect them. What seems effortless is often the result of careful preparation. Cultivating a positive mindset. Lastly, to speak with confidence, you need to be mentally prepared. Positive thinking and self-affirmation are key. Practice self-affirmation. Tell yourself, "I am a great speaker," and "my words have value." Don't fear mistakes. Making small mistakes is normal, but what matters is continuing your speech and recovering smoothly. Remember, your audience supports you. People generally want the speaker to succeed. Keeping this in mind will help you feel more at ease. Example: best-selling author and speaker Brené Brown talks about vulnerability in her TED Talks. Instead of aiming for perfection, she embraces authenticity. Being real rather than perfect makes a speaker more relatable and impactful. Summary and conclusion. Stand tall, make eye contact, and use confident body language. Adjust your tone, pace, and pauses to enhance your speech. Breathe deeply and control your breath for a steady voice. Prepare thoroughly and practice before speaking. Think positively and believe in your message. Remember, speaking is a skill that improves with practice. From today, take every opportunity to express yourself, believe in yourself, and become a powerful speaker. Now, here's a quick exercise for you. Stand in front of a mirror and introduce yourself in a short speech. Pay attention to your posture, voice, and eye contact. The more you practice, the more confident you will become. If you want to be a successful communicator, mastering these skills will give you a great advantage. Improvisation helps you think quickly and adapt to different situations, while storytelling makes your message memorable and impactful. Let's get started. What is improvisation and why is it important? Improvisation is the ability to communicate effectively in the moment, without prior preparation. In everyday life, job interviews, presentations, or customer interactions, you may encounter unexpected situations. This is where improvisation skills become crucial. Techniques to improve improvisation. The yes and technique. This technique involves accepting what the other person says and adding to it rather than rejecting it. Example: A. This new project is exciting, but it has risks. B. Yes, and we can create a strategic plan to minimize those risks. Practicing instant idea generation. Train yourself to respond quickly to random questions without overthinking. Example: if you were an animal, which one would you be? Quick answer: an eagle, because I can see things from a broad perspective. Aligning with body language. Your gestures and facial expressions should match your words. While improvising, body language should reinforce your message. What is storytelling and why is it important? Storytelling is one of the oldest and most effective ways to convey information, emotions, and messages. Being a good storyteller allows you to engage your audience and leave a lasting impression. The power of storytelling. It is memorable. The human brain retains stories better than raw data. It creates emotions. A good story helps the audience form an emotional connection. It builds engagement. The listener becomes a part of the story rather than just a passive observer. 3 essential elements of effective storytelling. A strong hook, captivating opening. Grab your audience's attention right from the start. Example, have you ever blamed yourself for making a mistake? I did too, but then I realized. Conflict and turning point. Every good story needs a problem or conflict to be engaging. Example, during my first job interview, I made a terrible mistake. I called the most important client by the wrong name. A powerful conclusion. Takeaway message. Your story should have a lesson or key takeaway. Example, that mistake taught me to always take notes before important conversations. Combining improvisation and storytelling. Now, let's think about how to combine these 2 skills. During a meeting or presentation, when you face an unexpected question, you can use improvisation to craft a quick response while integrating a compelling story. Example scenario. Question. Why should we focus on customer satisfaction? Response. I once met an elderly woman talking to a customer service representative. The representative wanted to quickly solve the issue and hang up, but the woman continued, "You know, I live alone, and I haven't spoken to anyone this week." At that moment, I realized that customer satisfaction is not just a technical process, it's about building connections. That's why customer satisfaction is so important. By adding a story to your response, your message becomes unforgettable. Practical exercises to improve these skills. To help you develop these skills, here are some practice tips. Practice improvisation daily. Pick a random topic and speak about it non-stop for 2 minutes. Write and tell your own stories. Take interesting events from your work, school, or daily life and turn them into compelling stories. Practice body language in front of a mirror. Record yourself while speaking to see how you look and improve your gestures. Conclusion. Improvisation plus storytelling equals effective communication. Dear friends, mastering improvisation and storytelling will make you a powerful communicator. Starting today, try incorporating these skills into your daily interactions. Remember, the key to being an effective speaker is to express yourself naturally and authentically. Difficult conversations are inevitable in professional, social, and personal life. However, handling them properly can help maintain relationships while ensuring successful communication. The nature of difficult conversations. Difficult conversations typically revolve around the following topics: giving performance feedback, resolving conflicts, discussing sensitive issues, managing disagreements. People often become defensive, react emotionally, or shut down communication in such conversations. So, how can we manage them effectively? 5 steps to managing difficult conversations. Be prepared. Before starting a conversation, clarify what you want to say and how you want to say it. Control your emotions. Example, you need to tell an employee that their performance is not meeting expectations. Prepare specific examples in advance. Wrong. Your performance is bad, vague, and accusatory. Correct. In the last 2 projects, deadlines were missed, and the error rate increased by 20%. Can we discuss the reasons together? Objective and solution-oriented. Understand the other person's perspective. Empathizing and actively listening prevents the other person from becoming defensive. Try to understand their viewpoint. Example, a customer is unhappy with a product. Wrong. You use the product incorrectly, blaming and defensive. Correct. I understand your frustration. Let's work together to find the best solution. Empathetic and collaborative. Use I statements. Instead of using you statements, express your feelings without blaming the other person. Example, a colleague is constantly late for meetings. Wrong. You are always late and delaying the team. Correct. When meetings start late, I struggle to make decisions efficiently and projects get delayed. Be solution-oriented. Instead of just stating the problem, suggest solutions and involve the other person in the process. Example: your manager rejects your salary raise request. Wrong. This is unfair. You're not valuing my work. Correct. In the last 6 months, I have increased team productivity by 30% and secured new projects. Considering this, could we reevaluate the salary adjustment? Be clear when wrapping up. At the end of the conversation, summarize the agreed points and make sure expectations are aligned. To summarize, we'll work on improving time management and reassess the progress in 2 weeks. Do we agree on this? The key principles of persuasive speaking. To persuade someone, you must first understand their needs, expectations, and concerns. There are 3 key elements in persuasive communication: ethos, credibility, and authority. People trust and listen to those who are knowledgeable and reliable. Example: as a manager convincing your team to take on a new project, you can build trust by sharing past successes. Last year, we increased efficiency by 40% with a similar project. I believe we can achieve similar success this time. Logos, logical and data-driven arguments. People are more open to arguments supported by logic and concrete data. Example: convincing a customer to purchase a new product. This model is 20% faster and 30% more energy efficient than the previous version. Plus, it comes with a 3-year warranty. Pathos, emotional connection. Emotions greatly influence decision-making. Storytelling, metaphors, and emotional appeal enhance your persuasive power. Example: motivating an employee. Your contribution to this project will shape the future of our company. Without your skills, we wouldn't be able to achieve this success. Combining conflict management and persuasion techniques. Scenario: giving constructive feedback to an employee. Situation: an employee is failing to meet deadlines. Step 1: empathy and preparation. I've noticed that meeting deadlines has been challenging for you in the last 2 projects. Step 2: use I statements and stay objective. This affects the workflow and causes delays in other projects. Step 3: offer solutions. Is there a way we can support you with time management? Let's work on a solution together. Another scenario: convincing your boss to invest in new software. Situation: you believe your company needs a new software investment. Step 1: build credibility and use data. Competitor companies using similar software respond to customer inquiries 35% faster. Step 2: create an emotional connection. This investment could enhance customer satisfaction and strengthen our brand reputation. Step 3: call to action. Let's test this system and evaluate the results within 3 months. Conclusion: manage difficult conversations successfully and enhance persuasive speaking skills. Key takeaways: be prepared, empathize, and stay solution-oriented in difficult conversations. Use credibility, logical arguments, and emotional appeal for persuasion. Practice with real-life scenarios to refine your communication skills. Managing difficult conversations and mastering persuasive speaking is an art. Start applying these techniques today to strengthen your communication skills.